Boy, it's sure sunny and hot here in Minnesota.
Yeah, well, it wasn't all bad.
No, yeah. It was a little cooler than it is here.
That is true.
This week is a little bit special. You get to see all our shenanigans in Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Because somebody wanted to go to the Mall of America.
Yep, because it was somebody's birthday.
Yes, it was.
So yeah, we went off to Mall of America. I'd been at some point years ago, but you'd never been.
I had not. I've been up to Minnesota once a year, pretty much since I was born, if not multiple times, and never went to the Mall of America.
Gotcha. And we worked our way around, saw a bunch of things, ended up stopped in Margaritaville.
Yep, we had I think I did have a margarita in Margaritaville.
I believe you did. Yep.
I do like my margaritas, so it would make sense.
And we took our pictures in the chair outside of Margaritaville. We wandered around. We had a little lunch. I forget what I think. Oh, you had sushi.
I did. I had sushi.
A little sushi thing in the food court. I had something more traditional Italian. Yeah. So it was.
He won't eat sushi, so
yeah, no.
I was flying solo on that one, but that's okay.
But then we. She had a call, so we go into this place called Wahlburgers.
Yep.
I guess the Wahlberg, one of the Wahlberg brothers must owns that or something. I don't know. Then we go to the old time picture studio.
Yes, because that's what I wanted for my birthday, was a picture of us.
Yep. It looked like we were in the 1800s, but you got a picture of us.
I did. It was fun. It was a little bit different than what I'd expected. I'd never done one of those. Not that, I mean, not completely different than what I expected, but just a little bit. I envisioned it having a little bit just more room. Like each of the different scenes or, options that they had, they're all right there and so close. Like it was tight quarters.
Real estate's expensive, especially in a mall.
Yeah.
But no, they did a good job. They were nice enough to let us set the camera off in the corner and videotape it. Obviously, you guys just got to see the little highlights where we kind of got to all the poses. But and then there's the one that we picked.
Yep. There we are, looking like we're in the old Wild West.
You looked awful happy. I had my usual face on.
That's true.
And what else did we do?
Well, we walked around, obviously, quite a bit, and checked out stuff. We went to one of the stores that we actually bought something at. Was a store that had all hot sauces.
Oh yeah, birthday present for your dad or Christmas.
Yes.
One of the two, I don't remember.
Birthday. And of course, he had to pick it because I don't like anything spicy. So I was not tasting any of them. But it was neat that you actually could taste test all the variations.
All these different hot sauces. Yeah.
And, and go through and pick out the one that you want instead of just looking at the bottle and trying to figure it out. So. And
then we tried to play mini golf. I lost track. We both just didn't do well at that. I
remember things a little differently than you.
Neither one of us did very good. You might well have won.
I did win.
but it was a race to the bottom. It was
some of them were, yeah. We had a few mulligans. We'll just say that.
Yeah. Just a couple. But no, it was kind of fun. Then we took off. If you've been watching, the whole year, there was so much flooding, and a lot of it came from a dam somewhere up on the Minnesota River that had broken. So a lot of this flood water that we were dealing with earlier in the year came down the Minnesota River. Now, so instead of taking Toscana up there, you see the little video, we took the Dinghy.
Yep.
Just because, the channel markers, they hadn't replaced them yet. They haven't really had any commercial traffic at that point. A little later, they'll start because they'll start loading grain. But I didn't really want to take a chance, so we did a Dinghy day.
Say that 5 times fast.
Dinghy day, dinghy day, dinghy day, dinghy day, dinghy day. But I did, I found out the most economical way to do the loop. We went out there. We have a 2-gallon gas tank in the Dinghy. We went 18 miles up the Minnesota River, 18 miles back, and it's a mile from the marina. And we were just running out at the end of it. So we get about 20 miles to the gallon in the Dinghy. I think that's the most economical way to do the loop, honey.
Absolutely not. Not happening. I'm fine with the Dinghy ride and we'll go explore things. No. One, I am sure as heck not sleeping on that thing. There's no room for anything. I mean, yes, I am sitting on a cooler, so I guess we could have a little bit of food, but no, not happening.
Well, beer anyway. Who needs food if you got the beer? If you haven't watched, I'm from Wisconsin. But then what did we do?
Well, I have family that lives in the St. Paul, Minneapolis area. And we invited my aunt and uncle and my cousins over and their families. And we had a little cookout and visited and had a little cake for Michael and myself. Michael's my cousin. His birthday is 3 days away from mine, before mine, but still. And so we had a little cake and a little celebration. It was great to see my family up there because I don't get to see them very often, given that they live up in, the Twin Cities. So it was a very nice visit, and it was great to see them. It's been years since I've seen my cousin, so it was a very nice birthday, we'll put it that way.
Yes, and unfortunately, you just get, as she's telling you that, you get to see these pictures, and unfortunately, that's all we have of it. Now, I did take some video, but we actually did this the day before. That was the day before we went up to Head of Navigation, which you saw last week. Well, okay, so I take the little DJI Go camera, I put it in my pocket, and the dinghy sits on the back. Well, the problem is if I bend over beyond 90 degrees, which I have long legs and I have to do that, and I bent over to do a line, something with a line when I had the dinghy there, and the camera goes ploop out, hits the side of the dinghy, and bounces a little gap right between the swim platform and the dinghy, right in the water.
Bye-bye, camera.
And it was, so we've alluded to this before. So there's a $400 camera gone, but also Genius Me didn't take the video and pictures off of it from the day before, something I normally always do. So we lost that.
Yeah, but we still had the pictures.
Yeah, we had pictures we took with the cameras and with our phones. We just didn't have anything that I took with the little DJI. So it because I took a little video. That's where I'm not in any of the pictures because I was taking all these. The stuff where I was in, I was able to set the camera down and I was in it. It went bye-bye. I think it's just because of my face for radio. It broke the camera. I disappeared. I don't belong on camera. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Here you sit on camera, so that doesn't really fly. Well,
that's because I got a voice for radio, or a voice for newspaper to go with the face for radio. So they don't really want to hear me either. I don't know.
You're silly.
But anyway, we had a couple of nice days at the marina up there, Watergate Marina. Again, it's the last one you can go to, but they're real great folks. We enjoyed our time there. And next week, you get to see us start heading back. Well, we don't totally head back.
Nope.
This next trip, we're gonna make a trip a little bit new. We go up to St. Croix, so you get to see that next week. So, until then,
cheers.